Welcome to the hottest movie review on the internet today, the A-List review. Here he is, Wes Troop.
Thanks for the intro, Optimus, but you forgot one thing. The game changer, Wes Troop. And it's time to go back to the theater. And will it be another Transformers nightmare or a fanboy's wet dream? My review of the 2024 animated sci-fi prequel, Transformers 1, coming up now. The untold origin story of Optimus Prime and Megatron, better known as sworn enemies, but once were friends bonded like brothers, who changed the fate of Cybertron forever. So what did I think of Transformers 1? I thought it's a solid, smart, and funny animated sci-fi action film. It's directed by Josh Cooley High, who's best known for directing Toy Story 4 and writing Inside Out. As far as the Transformers film series goes, I hate most of the live-action entries, although I did enjoy Bumblebee. When I saw the trailer for this animated version, I thought it looked awful. Thankfully, I was pleasantly surprised here and had fun, for the most part. The film acts as a prequel, showing us the early days of Orion Pax and D-16, who would later become Optimus Prime and Megatron as their best friends working in a mining facility on Cybertron. The two aren't even able to transform yet, which we do find out why. The two end up getting mixed up in an adventure and begin to uncover a conspiracy that ends up causing a rift between the two. The two end up responding differently to what they discover, both believing that they're doing the right thing. Seeing this backstory to the friends turned enemies reminded me of Professor X and Magneto, or Anakin and Obi-Wan. I will say the turn from being friends to enemies happens rather quickly and feels rushed. The animation from Paramount looks great and lets us focus solely on the Transformers, giving us some actual character development instead of boring human characters like Shia LaDouche. Another plus is the whole film is set on Cybertron, doing some great world building, and not on Earth dealing with the humans and what they think of the situations. The action scenes can be exciting with a number of battle sequences and a race. While these scenes can suffer from robot parts flying and us not being able to tell who's fighting who at times, it's not as bad as before. Even though we can kind of see where the story's going and certain characters are being shady, the story is more interesting than I expected, can be dark and even surprisingly deep at times, with messages about class structure and even propaganda. There's also some good laughs thrown in that mostly all hit. Decent pacing and a quick runtime are big positives as well, and it's not overlong like most of the other Transformers films. There's also a mid and post-credit scene to stick around for, if you choose to do so. Nice work from the voice cast, starring Chris Hemsworth as Orion Pax / Optimus Prime, a miner who becomes the leader of the Autobots, Brian Tyree Henry as D-16 / Megatron, Orion's best friend who becomes the leader of the Decepticons, Scarlett Johansson as Alita 1, the fearless warrior and devoted Autobot, Keegan-Michael Key as B-127 / Bumblebee, a fellow miner and soon-to-be Autobot scout, Steve Buscemi as Starscream, the current leader of the Decepticons, and John Hamm as Sentinel Prime, the head of Cybertron. Transformers 1 is a satisfying and refreshing animated entry that the franchise desperately needed. Number-wise, I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10, which gives it the A-list rating of Do It. Alright, well that's the show. I'll be back with another review very soon. But until then, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe right here on YouTube. YouTube.com/WestsideOf515. Like the show on Facebook, Facebook.com/WestTroopAlist. And of course, you can follow me on the Instagram and Letterboxd at WesAlist. Until next time, Troop out.